Oh, let me strike you. Oh, come on, that's getting hard. Oh, come on, flick it. You get it, you get it. Be like, hey there, everybody. Good to see you. It's GwDZiLLA. I'm back here again with more Skyward Sword. So we just got the Master Sword, as far as I remembered, and then I got the expansion on the pouch of a beetle. We finished up over in the volcano in the hot area, so we did all that. So now we just kind of have to finish up. We don't have too much more to be going and looking at, but we do have a bunch of things over in like other parts. Oh, I guess that's an interesting way of looking at things around here. But yeah, I don't think we have to go there. We don't have to go any of those other places where I was going. Do I need to go back up to her? What? Oh, actually, cause I just remembered because I got the new digging mitts. I can come over here and dig. Why can't I burrow? I'd be thinking I'd be able to burrow right here, since it's there. Nope. Come here. You're mine now. Okay, so back to what I was doing. Yes, I did call for you. What was our objective? What was the last thing we were supposed to be doing? Probably do the Gate of Time and the Sealed Temple. Oh, okay. That's right, we're going to the Temple of Time. That's where we're going. At the Gate of Time using the power of your newly enhanced sword. Wow, 37 hours. Okay, so we're going back to that temple. Just because I'm a little bit curious. I mean, I gotta go back to the Isle of Songs. Part of me wants to go back over there just because there's a couple more of those chests. But while I'm here, none of the chests opened up around here, right? Yeah, they've mostly all been gotten out. Still no idea what the whole point of the tornadoes are. I haven't really been hit by one yet. Oh, there we go. That one caught me though. Oh, that's all it does. Oh, that's not even that bad. I think it might have taken away a heart. A little bit of a bummer on that it takes away a heart, but I mean that's not too bad. Alright. So over here. Yeah, took one out. What do you get for thinking come after me? Seriously, who'd that bird think it was? You know what's funny is like I'm riding out in a rainstorm, but I can't ride at night. Probably because they were like, oh, we don't want to have like a night version of all the areas. They can let me just fly around at night. Oh, wait, do those have like digging spots? Did have digging spots. I don't know if I ever came over here when I had these. I'm pretty sure I did. Well, not these in particular. But Anyway, there's a couple of different things, but there's actually, because I'm over by it, I'm pretty sure it was the desert area. Okay, so where exactly is the one I'm looking for? Just keep getting caught. Nothing. I think I did discover something when I came out of this one. Yep. Kind of brings you towards this exit. Oh, wrong way! Link, they didn't call for your bird. I wish I could just call for my bird when I fell off. Well, maybe my bird just saves me, but no. Let's have you, like, respawn. Like, give me at least a little bit of a... Can't look. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm just really curious, what is this kind of supposed to be? Is it like a little training area? I don't think they labeled the island, did they? Yeah, it's called inside Thunderhead. It just threw my bird into the cliffside. It's fine. The bird's fine. The bird enjoyed it. I'm sure the bird didn't. He made a terrible noise. Okay, there we go. So I got the treasure off this one now. Yeah. I don't think it's really anything too great to write home about, but I got it. Yeah, this one I can dig in through. What do we got? I'm one of those people who are gonna be obsessed and hit all the rocks, probably. I'm pretty good at taking these things out. Oh, nope, I can just leave. We can just go ahead and leave. Oh, not open. Yep, all these islands, you gotta open up the chests first. Gotcha. Can't just go to them. Thinking, yeah, I'll be fine. There we go. We can go ahead and just get on out of here then. No point in that. I should have known that that's all that was going to be anyway. But nope. I was curious. Oh, this one's on top of the building, it seems. What did I find in this one, huh? Maybe something good? Oh, I got a small bomb bag. Hold 5 extra bombs. Nice. That's interesting. Why is it different music on top? Nope. Didn't need to come in here. Yep, alright, so that is not the sealed temple, and there's no reason for me to go there. Wouldn't do nothing. Nope. Nope, Link, you forgot to run off. See, that's the problem. When you forget to run off, he just falls off like that. Okay, it is the same music. I was just curious if it was the same music. I'm just wondering if there's any dig spots on this one too. Just ain't fast enough. I wish I could slash at him with my sword. Alright, it is a pretty far off island. But I can get to it. But not too long. Always makes me wonder. Oh, okay, because it's games. Alright, so they both do show up like that. Ah, you can. You got some mushroom spores. These spores from a giant mushroom. Yeah, I thought I could get some mushroom spores. I don't know what they do, by the way. I was just like, oh, I can capture some mushroom spores. Yeah, heart medallion. Sent to the item check. Does it change? Nope. Mushroom spores are mushroom spores. All in one move. I want to say it's definitely the volcano area and not the desert area. It's all the fire. And it was right at the fire gate area. So I just have to go back to that area and then I can either get another heart piece or a full heart container or something. Where would you like to be? I want to say it's this one. I don't think I need to descend into the volcano directly right now. I think this was where. Nope, because that's where the boss battle happened. Yep, back to the sky. Yep, nope, we gotta go back to the sky. That's always funny, it doesn't put you directly above it. Puts you actually quite a ways away. Alright, maybe it was directly in the volcano. It was inside the volcano. Yep, this is where I wanted to be. Right outside here. Now I can go back this way and go through that burrow hole that I saw. Oh, that this guy was hinting at about. Just kind of make me wonder though. It's like, how many burrow holes did I pass? And how important and or unimportant are they? That is only 1 rupee. I will take the loss of 1 rupee. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Kind of filled up, huh? Alright, so I just need 1 more. Then I can have a whole nother heart. I got no idea where that would be, but what I'm looking at. I'm also wondering and thinking if, like, maybe if I have to carry anything else, maybe I might want to check in some stuff. Alright. I'm gonna talk to you. Hey, how's it going? You want to finish off that upgrade that I didn't have enough for last time? So I'll hold 15 instead of 10. Oh, it cost me 100. I don't even have 100 for you. Yep, I need you to hold on to something for me, if you don't mind. Oh, whoops. I don't want to do that. I wish I could read what they do. I just can't remember what some of the heart things do. I know that adds another life to me. I mean, I got that, which would give me even more. I don't know what the mushroom spores do. I like to have at least one spot open. I don't think I've ever really needed that. Oh, potion metal. Okay, what? Oh, now I remember. As soon as it just makes hearts appear more often. Don't need that. I don't need the seed thing. I guess maybe the bomb bag might not be a bad thing. No. I didn't want to sell it. Out of here. Oh, I guess I can carry this on me. And then I got one open spot. Got the extra life. Call it good. I don't know, I don't need to repair my shield anymore, any of the other stuff. I don't know what I would need potions for. So, okay, off to the green. We're jumping off so we can get to the green area. And Link decided he wanted to jump off like that. Hey, you know, you jumped off the railing and not the platform. I mean, you're real close. Like another inch and you would have been fine, but just because you didn't jump off the platform correctly, I'm not going to let you land on your bird. I'm just going to come and swoop you real quick. I don't know if it hurts when he swoops you. It's like no one's been picked up out of the sky more than Link. Yeah, just land in the sealed grounds. I don't need to land on the other part. We're gonna land over here. Nostalgia. Oh, wow. This is new. What is this? Oh, I can just roll and pick him up. Look at the size of this thing. Okay, Link, don't pick it up then. Wait for it to blow up. Like, someone's gonna be going down over here. Okay, just gonna get away from that. But yeah, wow, that's there. I don't know if they gave an explanation why it's there, but it's there. I guess it's going to be part of whatever's going to be going on for a boss battle. Was it supposed to spawn in this soon, or what this guy's doing? What's up? What are you doing, Groose? Yo, Link saw the rail track I put up outside, eh? What's it for? Oh, you'll see it before long. I can now dig into the sacred hole. And I apparently killed one of these grasshoppers. Only certain holes. Oh, your sword. There can be no doubt the sacred flames have purified this blade. Well done, Link. That sword holds tremendous power. That power is a sacred force. It is divine power left to us by the gods of old. The same power that's spoken of in the Ballad of the Goddess. You look upon it. You look upon you. The look upon you is to see that same great power now flowing through you and the sword you carry. Come, Link, you must now open the gate of time. Now that the sacred force dwells within your blade, strike the gate of time with a skyward strike and it will surely awake. Climb upon the pedals and show the gate your sword power. Whoa, that was pretty quick, huh? No, I fear the seal has given way once again. The terrible beast is waking, even as we speak. Like, apparently Groose knew about this, and you probably had some idea about that this is going to happen. It is likely that the monster reacted to the sacred power given off by your sword. I wish it had not happened, but there's no other way to open the gate, so it goes. Link, you must imprison the beast once again. Alright, bring it on. This is what I've been waiting for. It's time to bring out the new toy. Trust me, that flabby bag and teeth don't stand a chance. Well, I'm waiting for. I'm heading out there. Link, you must not lose another skyward... Oh, must not use another skyward strike now. We do so to speed up the monster's awaking. We will return to the gate later. For the moment, you must focus the effort on restoring the seal that holds the beast captive. Okay. Bossy. Going out the big stone doors are so annoying and tough and... Hey, Link! Try not to drool on your shirt as you stare at this amazing super weapon I've been working on. I call it the GwDZiLLA. Leaves you speechless, doesn't it? Not only natural. You wouldn't believe how much time I put into building this beauty. Here, check it out. First of all, the fence is cluttered. Fence is cluttering the area out of the way, then I lay down rails for her to run on, all by myself, of course. I don't know what came over me. I had no clue I had the talent to make something like this, you know? And you just tell me where you want me to place my shots, I'll be burling out the ugly monster. I'll be putting a hurting on this ugly monster. I don't care how beefy you are, bound to stumble for a few moments after taking one of the big bombs to the body. Hang on though, that monster showed up a smidge sooner than I was expecting. I have a few final adjustments I gotta make before she can move on the rails I put down. I'll call you when she's ready for action. Till then, do whatever you can to hold off the beast. They don't like my sword, huh? Huh, Mr. Beast? You and your big toes. Another weird big sack of toes. Weird. The imprisoned in his toe sacks. Look at that. Seems like our early friend grew itself a pair of hands. Great timing. I hope it knows how to catch because my machine has a mean right arm. When she's all loaded up, I'll let you know. Until then, do what you need to stop it. Oh, what's it doing, huh? Oh, don't tell me you're climbing up now, huh? Hey, Link, the machine's all loaded up, ready to smash. If Levias tries to climb the wall, I can blast off from here with a bomb. When you want to back up from me, just signal with an X. Alright, it's time to Groose explode into action. Adjust the machine's position with him and aim your target. Once you finish, press the Z on the right and launch the bomb. It is stunning, scaly, savvy. Fill out the control, press that button anytime, and GwDZiLLA review the basics. Aha! She backs me bun, doesn't she? I tell you, I was in love it first time I pulled this lever. I'll start loading it back up with enough bombs to keep beating that big ugly until you get a signal. I'm gonna cut all these toes off now. Ah, there's only one left. Here we go. Come on down, big buddy. Now I'm gonna beat that thing into you some. Oh man, I can't get around him. Holy crap. There we go. It beat that thing back up and in. I think I heard him say yee. That must mean he. There we go. Oh! Nope. Ah, darn it. Alright, starting on the front feet now. Now he's doing his trying to climb up thing again. Throw a bomb right there. Ah, take out another finger. Let's go watch out. Oh shoot, I ran around to the back. Yeah, that's where I want to be. I do want to be kind of around the back. Oh, I'm kind of might be stuck. Oh, damn. I didn't expect that, but okay. Get up in there. Oh, he's doing that thing again. Oh, shoot. That's not... Okay. Didn't think of that. I was trying to land on him and stop him, but apparently, yeah, it didn't come out. Okay. I'm a dum-dum. Yeah, over. Okay, that didn't land. I had a feeling that wasn't gonna land. Ah, shoot! Come on. Oh, darn it. Oh, come on. His feet are definitely putting out more. I can't get around him. That's the problem now. Come on, blow me up. Blow me up. Ah, damn it! I can't get around him. Really? He destroyed that on me, huh? It's like a whole new level of tough. Oh, come on! These darn toes. Give me a toes. Oh, electrical shocked again. I only got like a quick second to get up to that toe. Ah, Link, you messed it up. Come on, buddy. Nope, dead. I can't get in front of it. Oh, come on. Come on, give me that toe. Come on, wait. It's like the last toe, come on. There we go. 3 more times, that's all it takes, right? He's like right there at the edge. Goose just like retracted back to like default. Oh, things going crazy. Yay. It's done? Good, it's done. Had to get all his toes on the last try. Alright, let me go smash that back in, I guess. Now, Link. Strike the seal spike with a Skyward strike and restore the seal quickly. Get in the ground. Seal him inside. Like, we know a boss battle's happening. when Groose put tracks outside. Nice work there, Link. Was gonna done well on me, but no need to thank Groose. I know I saved your tail. Now let's get game time thing up and running. I'll go on ahead. Like, looking around, there really isn't anything, like, too special around here, huh? I was like, where exactly is the place I need to be? Oh, look, there's even, like, places with bombs. There's all sorts of things I could have done to take out his toes. Yeah, wouldn't have been too bad of an idea to do the bombs. Ah! It did blow up. How can he pluck them and plant them without them going off? Goose knows something I don't about these bombs and being able to pick them without them blowing up, huh? Think someone could have shared some of that insider secret with me? I can pluck them and put them in my bomb bag, pull them back out, and they're fine. Is that what it is? Goose just has an extra large bomb bag? Seems successful in imprisoning the monster again. Yes, it was. You have my thanks, Link. Also do you, Goose. I do not wish to dwell on what may have happened if you two hadn't been there. Oh, give too much credit, Granny. You're the one who got me to stop feeling sorry for myself, put my energy into doing what I could do to help. I did what was necessary to get you to realize your full potential. Link, you must wonder just what is it you've been fighting out there in the Great Pit? There's much I could tell you, but suffice to say it is the root of the evil we face. When you pass through the gate of time, you shall learn more. We may seal it and reseal it into its prison 1,000 times, though we'll always shatter the bonds that confine it. Such is its awesome power. We must destroy it at its source or suffer this fate again and again. There's no time to lose. Hit the gate with a Skyward strike. Come on already, try that sword of yours and take it all for stuff, Granny. We're talking about and zap the gate of time. Right, Granny? Indeed. Now, Link, go to the gate. Hit the thing, Skyward strike. And now we go in time. Would you look at that? All those blocks came together and they made a smoothed out, not blocky cog. Yeah, the wheel of time. Oh, look, we got some more time cogs coming in. Just come right on in through that time. The gate of time, passage time, time of time. Oh, check it out. Actually, like, some of these symbols are very reminiscent now that I look at them. I feel like I might have seen them before. Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now waits. Go bravely, Link. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate. Nah, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. Gonna hang out with Granny. That stupid monster doesn't know when he's quit. Granny here keeps yapping on about how we never know when it might burst free again. I guess I gotta drop all my bombs on him. You can just stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. You know, you gotta go back in time and do those things. So, besides, who's gonna look after the old girl? And you know what? No, forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. When you see Zelda, when you see Zelda, tell her I said, what's up? Hey. Bruce, out of here. Oh, look at that. Turns out that Groose fella wasn't such a bad guy. He's acting all tough, being a meanie tough, being tough guy. It is time, Link. It is time for you to step through. Hey, this is the Temple of Hylia, eh? What a pretty big place you got here. Kind of recognize it a little, too. Good to see you back. You want to talk? You want to fight? Looks like you want to talk. Unless I've been expecting you, Link. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I'll explain things as simple as I can. This is a Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages for our own time. Here, the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the past, in the distant past. You have many questions, but for now you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you risk life and blood to defend waits for you. Alright, that's awesome, but I'm also curious, can I dig in this hole now? Nope, cannot. Alright, I'm gonna sit on this bench. Nothing beats a good stool. You just sit on down on that stool and... Nope. Okay, I guess I'll go through these doors. This is the only doors I go through, I guess. You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We traveled very far from home to distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to all be too real. I think it's time you learn the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They call it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people, so she used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it became to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the demon key was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia and Cylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if it broke free again, there would be no stopping him. Well, I mean, he broke free a couple times and Link kind of shoved him back in, so, and if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. First, she created Fee. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transform her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? You are the chosen hero. And I, Zelda. I am the goddess reborn as a mortal. The day of the ceremony, Gurham's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down the world below. Gurams. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence in Hylia, but she explained to me, she helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess's statue located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them, all Impa and Agent our goddess led me here to the past. ... All this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place to sustain the seal as best as I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon Key from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that I created so long ago and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returned to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Does that mean that she's the granny? Link, the goddess created Fee, and the great blade she's a part of for very specific reasons. But the task of standing against Demise in the monster's form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Link. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you and you are worthy of wielding the power that old gods left behind for our kind, you can claim the Triforce. Here's the Triforce. It's been lighting up on your hand, if you haven't noticed, but here's the power. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far on your quest to reach this place. Along your travels, you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless you and I shall bless your sword with the goddess power. may give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend and that within you who dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link, draw your sword. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at least achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with a mythical power to drive back demons, and only Link may wield it. Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind would never use its power. Somehow I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of this land. Which brings us back to you. To face demise and give the land hope, the gods are highly in need someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield the supreme power. And so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this, Link. But you have to understand this is a war and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right. And it doesn't excuse my actions, but I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link. I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in the skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true that I am a Hylian reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. No hugs, no nothing. When demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all this is over, will you come and wake me up? Yeah, of course, I promise I will. Gonna wake you up. We have to battle. I have to go battle them. And so now she is encased. It's like there is so much going on. But I guess I'm going outside to go kill a demise. So you want any last words? I see you said goodbye. Now you must keep your promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There's work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her here. Go now and fulfill your destiny. Can't dig in the magic hole yet? Nope, can't dig in that hole yet. Alright, so I came in through here, and now I go back in through here. I'm not going to go out there and go and fight that guy. So you've returned. Then you know everything. Oh. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits suspended in a sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know of where it rests. All the other clues its whereabouts have been lost to ages. Link, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Link, find the Triforce. Whoa there, hold up. Link, there's something I gotta tell you. So Zelda, how's she holding up? She okay when you saw her? Yeah, she's doing great. She was? Oh, good to hear. But she's still stuck there till this whole mess blows over, huh? Man, I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I don't want to. I want to do what the... How to explain it? I got this feeling in my belly that there's work to be done here. Someone's got to watch all this big ugly monster, and someone's got to make sure Granny's doing all right. And it, as action-packed as you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny, you know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess, but don't you just love the way it smells down here, or what? That's not weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow one. Oh, okay, so I can't burrow in those holes. I plant something. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into one beast of a tree in soil like this. It'd brighten this place up a little, too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Colin and Stritch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Link. Alright. Well, let me go outside. Let me go ahead and go back to the Skyloft. Go with the sky. Birds. Yeah. Now that I know your secret, birds. Okay. To the sky. Yep. Go to the sky. Am I finally gonna be able to plant things too? Hey, good morning, June. Good to see ya. How you been, fella? What did I miss you by? Oh, I missed you by a couple minutes because I was so into reading everything. Either way, good to see you. How you been? I was reading a book. There's a whole lot of information going down. I'm trying to think. Where do I find the seeds? I don't remember where I find seeds anymore. Oh, well, out of the trees. That's right. The trees with the fruit typically had them. That was kind of more in the forest area. Yeah, I might have to buy some seeds. Let's see what happens. It can't be too expensive for the seeds, right? Oh, hey, fella. I haven't seen the fortune teller much these days. You know, his crystal ball got broken, right? I just hope he's not sitting at home kicking himself for not foreseeing this. Would you mind running over there and checking in on him? His house is the eastern side of the skyloft. Oh, okay. That explains that whole hookshot spot. How you doing? You got anything special for me? It's in 10 Deku seeds. They truly perfectly matched projectile for the slingshot. Because honestly, I had no seeds, I don't think. Oh wait, no, I think I did have seeds, because I could see them in the slingshot. Alright, well, either way. The sign is broken, it's not possible to read it. I haven't broken any signs, I finally just cut that sign. Does it restore? Okay, it does. Statue of the goddess. Oh, that's right. Nope, still can't plant nothing there. I'm really curious what I'm gonna get for helping that guy. Oh, you know, I'm just gonna get gratitude. That's all that's gonna happen. It's not the worst thing, though. Nope, I was wrong. I was wrong where the fortune teller's house is. It wouldn't take long to do that either. That's why I'm partially thinking about doing it. Hoorah! I'm fine, go on. Go on, please leave me be. My crystal ball is shattered, and without my eyes and only gaze deeply into the future. It's almost as though the exquisite all-seeing eyes of mine have begun to dull and cloud over with sadness now that my crystal ball is gone. If only I only had a new crystal ball to gaze into. Is it not true that you covered a piece of the windmill from beneath the clouds recently, young man? This shattered crystal ball was salvaged from below by Gondon's ancestors long ago before it found its way into my delicate hands. There may still be others like it where it came from. Yes, yes, would you be able to search for a new one? Yes, no doubt you can see the gratitude in my eyes. The robber originally retrieved this crystal ball said to have it poured to the found in the mill on top of a mountain peak. Can you believe it? Yeah, I know exactly. I know where it is. I know where it is. Yeah, sure, why not? Yep, I know where it is. Don't worry. I've seen it a lot. I know exactly where it is. Let's go ahead, we'll go do that for him real quick. We'll be nice. We'll be some nice people. We'll be a nice Link. Oh, it's just right off that edge, too. Perfect. Thank you for telling me I can do that again. Yes, descend into that area. I know exactly what I'm getting. I've located some site closely resembles the material used in the fortune teller's crystal ball. It should make a suitable replacement. Shall I carry the robot to carry it? Yes. Master will send word to the robot using telepathic transmission. Beep beep boop boop boop. It was like, man, whole game. The whole game I saw that shiny thing there and just like, yeah, that's probably something, right? Finally. Mistress Fee, I'm here. Oh, you mind me carry this? Okay. Of course for you. Hey, Master Short Pants, how come you always get the easy jobs? I'll be waiting for you in the sky. Don't take too long. Master suggests you also return to the sky and collect the crystal ball as soon as possible. Just in case he drops it. Actually, you know what I'm curious about? Still that. I'm still curious about that. But maybe time will tell. As far as we can see now, I mean, it's lava. There's nothing there for me to, like, hit to make it do anything. Let's just go to the sky. Wrap this on up. There's definitely another place I have not been. So, yeah. Hey, June, I've been pretty good. I think I'm wrapping up the Skyward Sword. I think I'm towards the end of it. So that's pretty good. I'm just doing a quick errand and grabbing this guy's new crystal ball. It's been pretty good, pretty solid. So, I got quite a few hours. It's probably about 40 hours around to beat this game. So, not too bad, but yeah, a little on the long side. Good, we'll drop off right here. Nope, didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to jump off the edge. I get scolded at. I've been scolded at so many times by this guy. Watch your step, you fell off, your bird doesn't save you, I always gotta pick you up. Yeah, it's like I got nothing. Hey, what am I doing? Let's go back to Fortune Teller and present him with his crystal ball. Hey, fella, look what I found for you. Here's that bright and shiny crystal ball. If you need me playing, feel free to call. For Mistress Fee, I will travel to any destination. Oh, what am I as behold? This is it. You found it. This is exactly the same as crystal ball as I used before. Fates and fortune, my eyes are wide with a thrill of possibility and damp with tears of gratitude. I'll be able to start gazing into the future and making predictions at once. Come by the bazaar again, I'll teach you and I'll tell you a fortune for a special price. Is it free? Think you're going to tell me fortunes are free now? Produce 5 crystals. People feel real good producing crystals like that. Let's go show him, because I'm like at 45 now. See what he thinks about all my crystal things. It's been a while since I've come down here. I have another 10 since last time. It's around 30. Was his initial number. Let's see what he thinks. How you doing? Oh, you got quite a look at you, crystals, haven't you? Have medicine. Please take this token of my demon's deepest appreciation. Oh, got 300 rupees. For us, gathering gratitude. Please just continue helping me a bit longer. Okay. Way to get up that ladder real quick. Alright, so you think he's already back over here, or am I gonna have to, like, leave and come back kind of thing? We'll find out. Yep, nope, he's just hanging out there. He's not back yet. I was just thinking, it's like, where am I supposed to be? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I am supposed to be here. I'm just supposed to go and explore the goddess statue again. Oh, can't run off the edge. We just go until morning. Want to see if the guy comes back. Go ahead and get my fortune for free. See if we gain more gratitude crystals. Nope. Nope, not seeing much for that douse. Must not be a lot of gratitude crystals around. Back? Alright, he's back. Hey fella, little man from Boro. Thanks to you, I've been able to return to a life of gazing into the future and telling people's fortunes. What do you say? I tell yours? I don't even cut you a deal. From now on, it's just half price. Come on, let me see into the future with big round eyes. Gaze fresh air. Half price, only 5 rupees. Treasure. Yes, treasure. Hey, wish me to gaze into the crystal ball and foresee treasure. Must confess in a little bit. Well, I guess I'll give it a shot. It's kind of funny how he's not behind this. I can't see his animations because of the way I came in. I see many things. All is revealed. Yes, a towering forest, sandy dunes, a blazing mountain of monsters. They're a source of treasure that I foresee. New crystals come from here. Golden skulls we found instead of an ornamental skull. And then there's amber relic and dust relic. Those will be found in every region I see. Dust relic can only be found during some kind of trial. Goddess plume is rarest of the treasure. If you find one, you'll be the luckiest man alive. I found so many of them. Let me say, where to next? Man, come here close, let's see what I can see. Ah, many things. All is revealed. Finally found the way to search for. That is wonderful news. However, your trials and did you even speak to the great giant who swims above the clouds? course. If you wish to know more, you should talk to the headmaster of the Knights Academy. That's all I can see at the moment. Always grow weary. Good luck, young man. Oh, that's good. That's a good lead. Knights Academy. Now talk to him. First it was the soup, now it's talking to you about what's going on. Yeah, so I think your log. Alright, talk more about the secret defense? No, not sure on that. I don't think that was the spot I was supposed to go. Maybe he was talking about the other guy, the older guy. You know, the other guy who usually stands out here is gone too. I wonder where he went off to. You guys are still doing that? Okay. Headmaster. Oh, there he is. This guy I need to talk to.
Hey.
Oh, hello, Link. Have you heard anything more about my daughter? What is it? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share it with me. You want to tell me, but you can't. I understand. I'm sure you have good reason for keeping quiet. Link, I've been doing some thinking since we last spoke. You have this destiny thrust upon you without warning, or choice for that matter, but I wish to help you as best I can. I'm getting older and the lack the vigor of the youth, but the old men have always been being useful too. I wish to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can. If you have any questions at all about Skyloft or its history, I'll be glad to tell you what I know. Actually, yeah, I need to know a lot about it. What do you know about the Triforce? Link, where'd you hear that word? It's true that the ancient texts make several mention of the Triforce within their pages. Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of those tombs. Its whereabouts are lost to history. Sorry, Link, it shames me to say, but my knowledge is of little use of the subject. Link, just a moment. I remembered something. Though there's one vast knowledge may be of use, surely you're familiar with the Levias, the great sky spirit who has guarded our realm for ages. Levias has served as a protector of the skies for a long time, and his knowledge of the world is encyclopedic, to put it mildly. If anyone is entirety of Skyloft and beyond were to know about the Triforce, it would be him. Alright, where is he? Yes, I fear that might have been your next question about that. I imagine your travels you've taken notice of the tremendous thunderhead that suddenly appeared in our skies. Recently, I've heard rumors suggesting that the Levias is trapped inside that massive cloud. I asked Instructor Owen to look into troubling cloud in order to determine if there is any truth to these rumors. I had meant to inquire about his findings earlier, but completely forgot about it after Zelda went missing. Instructor Owen can fill me in on the details later, so why don't you go speak with him yourself and see what investigation has revealed. Oh, right. I'm taking a guess on which one it is, by the way. I'm guessing I gotta go back to the guy who's in here. I wasn't paying attention to their names. Ah, yep. You're Aegis. Alright, Aegis. Other guy. Other guy's who I'm looking for. Question is, do I know where he is? No, I got no idea. Usually he stands out front here, but besides that, I got no idea. Maybe he's in his office. He must be like the next room over. And don't mind me, I'm just gonna go the long way. Oh, there you go, Instructor Olin. What? One door over. I don't know, Instructor Olin. I just took the long way. Oh, Link, how goes your search for Zelda? Have you found her yet? What? Levias, you've been talking to that master. I take it. If I'm correct, Levias is one inside the Thunderhead, but that's not the Levias that we all know. That's a monster. It certainly looks like Levias, but last time I approached him, he came rushing at me, and his eyes, they were full of malice. People change, or old, wizened creatures change, rather. Perhaps more than he is possessed by something, that's how it felt to me. What? You want to talk to Levias? That's impossible. I don't think Levias is capable of listening, not in his current state, no. And even if we were to get close enough to talk to him, it's likely to end you and again brushed aside and sent flying to your death in a sea of clouds. What? You're still planning on going? I see, it's because you need to find Zelda. I understand. I get the feeling nothing I can say or talk you out of it. Just remember, you can't fly at night. Hey, I have an idea, come with me. Let me put a lantern on your bird. Now you can fly at night. Nope. Levias is inside the Thunderhead. He's been acting so strangely, like something has possessed him. If we can somehow free him from warriors that hold over him, then there's a chance he'll return to his own senses. Listen well, Link, because I'm about to teach you a very powerful bird riding technique. It's called the Spiral Charge. Using a Spiral Charge, you can rid Levias of the blight that has hold of him. The technique is very easy to perform. All you have to do is press the X button. However, the acceleration effect lasts longer than any attack move you've used so far. Maintaining stable flight can be tricky. This is a technique that only Senior Knight Academy students who have mastered high-level flight skills are allowed to perform. It's still a bit too early for you, but this is an extraordinary circumstance, so I'll make an exception at this time. However, I will test you. First, I have all this plan film. Call your bird. Yeah, I gotta test you. Link. You haven't just been running around for the past I don't know how long, fighting giant-ass things and other things. Listen up, Link. I taught you Loftwing to perform a spiral charge by pressing X. Use a spiral charge to attack and break the 10 targets placed around the floating boulders up ahead. When you destroy 10 targets in 120 seconds, I will recognize you as a skilled bird rider. Alright, off you go. Ah, that's not the X button. Oh, good golly gee, which one was the X button? Alright, you know what? That's fine. Just hamming at it now. Oh! Didn't have any more charges left, eh? Oop. See, I was wondering, like, why, you know, when I had seen other people play this, the bird always did seem to be doing that spiral. My bird wasn't spiraling. I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. How come I don't get to spiral around? Yeah, there's one in between here. Alright, there you go. I got all your stupid targets, okay? I've been running around doing kind of difficult tasks for a while now. Oh, you managed to destroy 10 targets within the time limit. If you can control your bird that well, you have no problem at all. I knew you could do it, Link. And what a magnificent red bird. You are henceforth permitted to use the spiral charge attack as qualified bird rider. The next thing you have to address is just how to go about finding Levias. Maybe the owner of the Lumpy Company might know something about every year he makes an offering of his pumpkin soup for Levias. Go to Lumpy's Pumpkin and ask him what he knows. That was Lumpy's Pumpkin. Okay, it's over that way. Huzzah! I fell off the edge again because for some reason he likes to go off the edge. Try this again. Good thing I'm practicing up on being able to actually hit things with a bird. Alright, let me go on in. Let's go get some soup. Some probably pretty good soup. Soupy soup. Soup and soup. How's it go, fella? What's the matter? You look like you got something mighty serious on your mind. Levias, what about him? Sure, I know Levias well, but I've been aware anything was wrong. Every year I offer him an entire basin full of my pumpkin soup. But lately a huge thunderhead has been brewing there, and I haven't yet made it our year's offering. I tell you, I feel horrible about it. You say you deliver a pot of my soup to Levias, huh? I don't know if you plan to fly into that huge thunderhead brewing out there, but if that's the case, I'm going to do everything I can to make Levias the best batch of soup ever. Yeehaw! You wait right here. I'm going to go inspired to fire up some soup like I've never souped before. Well, here it is. I've been cooking this stuff for well over 10 years, and I have to say this is the best batch of pumpkin soup I've ever done crafted. Master, I will signal for the robot. Miss Fee, I'm here. He gets here so quick for her. Oh, this is another very heavy load, but don't worry, I can carry anything. I'll be waiting outside. I'll take you to wherever you need to go as soon as you're ready. Good thing he's a fearless robot. He's like, yeah, but just deliver it. Little does he know what is in store. Place where I offer the soup to Levias inside the thunderhead cloud on an island with an everlasting rainbow. Oh, you know you'll see it. Good luck. Oh yeah, I know about that actually. I've been wondering what that would be for. Oops. I accidentally knocked down the chandelier again. You really don't like it when you do that to a chandelier. Jeez, he just banged right on into me with that, huh? He is right up on me. Like, hey, come on, we got soup we gotta deliver. Got a little bit of a zigzag, but works pretty well. Gets over here pretty quick. I'm about to say, man, I feel like this is the closest I've gotten to that. I was having a hard time loading or something. I just like crashed into the ground, my poor bird. We get here quick. I'm low on this cargo of pumpkin soup here. You picked an odd place for pumpkin soup delivery. If it feels dangerous, something could jump out at any moment. Hunger soup or a robot. Or maybe soup and a robot. I'm out of here. See you around. Oh, ain't he a big fella, huh? Oh yeah, look at that. There's some parasites growing on him. How didn't they notice that? Big eyeball parasites just growing out like that, huh? Great spirit of the skies, Levias. Hello, how you doing, Levias? I'm just gonna take a guess. Say that it has something to do with those big eyes. Oh. There you go. I was getting pretty good at flying. Well, in Leivas, I was getting pretty good at flying. Oh, got it. You want to pop out? Yeah, pop on out. I'm gonna strike you real good. Don't worry. Come on, one-on-one warfare, me versus you. I don't know why I pulled out the claws. Cellular parasite, block the claw. Hey, like that, huh? Try that again. Yeah, try that again. And try it again. Double attack, come on. Come on, I got all sorts of weapons I can use on you, huh? Oh, wait a second. Am I supposed to maybe deflect it off to the side? Oh. Yeah, I'm supposed to slice it? There we go, if I slap it. That's what we gotta do. We gotta swap it. There we go. Oh, yeah, take you out. Come on, come on. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, I figured you out. I figured out your trick. You think you're tricky, huh? Your little trick of how you're supposed to be battled, huh? Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Come on. What you got? What you got after me? You got nothing after me. Come on. Ah, darn it. I didn't do it right. Oh, I didn't do it right again. Oh, you're changing it up, huh? Ah. Oh, you're being tricky. Oh, you are. Darn it, I thought you were going to try and trick me. There you go. Come on. Oh, nope. Alright. Oh, I predict you going to the right again? Come on, go to the right again. Oh, yep, you did. Except that one got me. Come on. Come on, let me strike you. Oh, come on. That's getting hard. Oh, come on. Flick it. You gotta... There we go. Sent enough of them back at him. There you go. You're free of the parasite. Just call me Dr. Link. Although he is falling below the sky, so that is a little worrisome. He's going to come back out of the sky all happy and healthy, right? Yeah, look at that. Wow, it's getting really bright, actually. Levias, tell me, boy, was it you brought me this most delicious cauldron of pumpkin soup? I must apologize for my earlier behavior. A most peculiar and irksome pest possessed me. I was not myself. But that business is done with now. The delicious aroma of that soup has restored me to my senses. I am the great spirit they call Levias. Before she passed from this world so long ago, the goddess highly appointed me as a warden of the skies. And what do they call you, boy? Ah, Link it is. A rather pleasing name, that. Your parents clearly have excellent taste in names. You carry a curious sword, boy. And I sense a silent power dwelling somewhere in that little frame. Ah, I see it now. Link, you are the goddess's chosen hero. How interesting. I assume you've come here to know the Triforce. Yeah, I want to know about the Triforce. Tell me! As I suspected, listen closely, I will tell you. As you likely know, long ago, an evil force attempted to take the Triforce for his own. The goddess did everything in her power to prevent it from falling into his hands. For the safety of things, she hid the Triforce somewhere within the rock you call Scholars. However, its location has been kept secret. Even I do not know where it rests now, but the goddess did entrust me with a hint as to the Triforce's location. The clue is a song meant to be played on the harp you hold. It is known as the Song of the Hero. Do-do-do. The song is the key to revealing the secret location of the Triforce. The goddess split this song into 4 parts. She entrusted one part to me. Ah, come on, 4 parts? Entrust 1 part to me and the other 3 parts to dragons of the land. You must gather each of the parts of the Song of the Hero, seek out the dragons, and convince them to teach you their parts. When they've taught you what they know, come to me and I will complete the song with my own voice. The dragons can be found at Farron Woods, Elden Volcano, Lanyaru Desert. Go on then, find the dragons in the same places you've been exploring for I don't know how long now. Go on, find them. They're the ones you seek. Oh, okay, that's not what I expected, but alright. Where am I? Alright. I'm just like sitting here thinking to myself, am I really going to go all the way there? I think I got enough time for that. I thought I was wrapping up towards the end, but nope. We gotta go back to all 3 places, battle 3 more dragons. Oh boy. Anyway, let's go to Skyward. Oh, hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. Yes. He's a good puppy. Yes, I know, Momo. This time. Definitely say this has become a very common place for me to drop off and save. Coming on up, Beetle, see if you got anything new. You're all sold out. It's like you can't drop me when you're sold out of your wares now, can you? Alright, that's all I want to see if he had anything new for me. So, definitely looks like I kind of got everything at this point. I'm going to be able to get. I was about to say, I could use a place to sit. And here it is. I was about to say, oh, the benches don't restore you. Okay, no, benches restore you the same as a stool. Oh, hey, what's up? You apparently, you have a thing. Hey, Link. Always in a hurry to go someplace, aren't you? Hey, you have a classmate named Stritch, right? He said he discovered some kind of insect paradise inside that big thunderhead. That guy really loves bugs, doesn't he? I wonder what he intends to do with his insect paradise. I have so many insects. I have so many insects. I have so many insects, but I'm not looking to offload them just yet. Nor would I really have any idea where to find this Stitch person. But he could be out on the island. I guess when I come back over that way, we'll figure it out. But till then, that's all I got time for this episode. Woo-wee! I thought it was getting close to the end, but nope, I think I was more close to being about 3/4 of the way through the game. More like half. Oh, I really did not expect them to be sending me back around and through. But then again, that explains why there are still areas where I couldn't get to, especially in the volcano area. So maybe now that would be explained, maybe I can figure that out. Maybe they would give me an idea of where to start, because I don't know where to start. Should I just start in one at them randomly? He just said go and find the songs and stuff. Maybe we'll talk to Fee next time I start playing the game again. But yeah, till then, till the next episode, till next time I get to play some more of this Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Y'all have a good one. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Bah. Those good fists. It's a good fist. Ugh. Fist good. I guess that does sound kind of wrong, huh? Maybe I shouldn't use it. Nah, good fist. Good fist. Fist of good.